Good afternoon, my name is Lillian, and today I will be bringing you the news you need to know. The witnesses of the UNLV shooting recount what happened on Wednesday.
It felt like it was forever, and I did think I wasn't going to make it out of it.
What started as a normal day on UNLV's campus definitely did not end that way. UNLV alum and current UNLV employee Victor Chavez was in a meeting with his boss on the third floor of the student union when the shooting started.
We saw the police coming from that way really quickly and driving into the university, and then we see a bunch of students running away from Beam Hall and Pida Plaza. And then at that point, we closed the blinds and we locked ourselves into our offices.
Michael Scott was DJing an event in the student union when he heard the gunshots. It was his first time ever working on campus.
It was like, is this a false alarm? Is this real? Nobody, has ever been in that situation. I know I haven't. We were like, everybody be quiet, turn the lights off, the doors locked. That's when we kind of knew it was real.
Both of them were in lockdown in different parts of the student union for over an hour.
They came and knocked the door down. All the glass went flying towards us, hit us in our chest and stuff.
Scott says there wasn't anywhere to hide in the room, but he was ready to fight.
I had my speaker poles, and I just made a long extended pole and was prepared to, if he did breach our door to get in there, at least I could have a chance to hit him in the head or something.
He says all he could do during that time was think about his family.
I love my wife, I love my mom. I'm not saying goodbye. I don't like saying goodbye, but I'm telling them I'm loving them over and over again.
On Thursday morning, buildings on campus opened up and people were able to come get the things they left behind.
Car keys, my wallet, my car keys and my wallet. And my students, they left their backpacks in there, so I'm here to retrieve their backpacks for them.
And despite everything that happened, Chavez says he still feels safe on campus.
When they tell us we can go back and work again, I will go back and work. My guard will be up a bit more, but seeing how fast the police responded and kind of just seeing how they handled the whole situation in general, it gives me peace of mind.
In Kirikazuka, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
In Maryland, police say an 18-year-old from Pennsylvania was fatally shot in a Facebook marketplace deal gone wrong. Now, there's another 18-year-old charged with first-degree murder in the case. Dennis Valeria reports.
18-year-old Carlos Carazana Ricardo had only immigrated to Lancaster, Pennsylvania from Cuba last year. He was a senior at J.P. McCaskey High School. In a letter to students and their families, the principal said in part, "The loss is being felt widely in our school community. Please keep Carlos's family, friends, and our students and staff in your thoughts as we process this loss." Charging documents say Carazana Ricardo and a friend drove to the 2700 block of Harlem Avenue in Mosher last Sunday, hoping to buy a car he found on Facebook Marketplace. He decided against it. Then, as he and his friend started to drive off, shots rang out, one of the bullets hitting Carazana Ricardo in the head. He eventually died at shock trauma. After being identified by Carazana Ricardo's friend, police found Marcus Harris at his home, where a handgun was also found. Harris told police he was the seller, but said he heard gunshots after he got back into his brother's car when the sale was called off.
The loss of life in any kind of gun violence is also tragic.
John Bullock is a city councilman for District 9, where this shooting took place. He says it's always hard when he hears about these incidents.
My heart goes out to anyone who loses a family member. Having lost family members myself, it's a hard thing to deal with, and especially when they're really just trying to make a transaction, right? So they weren't involved in anything nefarious.
And while homicide and deadly shootings are down this year, he says preventing these crimes, especially among young people, remains a top priority.
The loss of one person is still too much, so a lot of folks and neighbors may not feel that drop just because statistically we can prove that, but again, what people feel sometimes is a little bit different. So we still have to have a lot more work to do here in the city.
Harris is set to appear in a court on January 3rd for a preliminary hearing. The family of a former NFL player who died while in police custody in Alabama 2 years ago has filed a wrongful death lawsuit. Crowds gathered outside the courthouse in Birmingham ahead of Wednesday's press conference. Civil rights attorney Ben Crump filed the federal lawsuit on behalf of the wife of Glenn Foster Jr. In the lawsuit, Crump alleges that the Pickens County Sheriff's Office and jail staff assaulted and killed Foster while denying him access to medical treatment. Foster was taken into police custody on December 4th, 2020 to 2021 after a speeding violation. He died 2 days after being found unresponsive in the back of a police cruiser upon arrival at a medical facility. He had been held in the Pickens County Jail. An independent autopsy also claimed Foster did not die of natural causes. Americans may not be happy with the economy, but they are still planning to open their wallets this holiday season. According to a Gallup poll released Wednesday, consumers are estimating they will spend an average of $975 on gifts this year. This is $100 more from what they predicted a year ago. It is also the highest average holiday shopping budget since Gallup began tracking the measure in 1999. Gallup says those who are likely to spend more this season compared with last year are women who are under the age of 35 and are in middle-income households. The poll also found that 88% of respondents indicate that they will be partaking in some holiday shopping this season. A Wisconsin restaurant is taking Pay It Forward to a new level. It has a service where customers can prepay meals for those who might not be able to afford it. And so far, this restaurant has raised thousands of dollars.
Has welcomed customers for over 100 years.
They love coming here.
Current owner Tracy has been serving soups, sandwiches, and smiles for decades.
If the walls could talk, it would probably have a complete story.
With decades of providing home-cooked meals made with love, Tracy wanted to try something that she saw on social media.
On Facebook, I had seen a post where they were doing it down in Baraboo where they were paying it forward.
Tracy already had a lot on her plate, but she wanted to add more. The restaurant is now offering a paying it forward service where people can come in and prepay for a meal, so others have something to eat.
Never in a million years would I think that me, Tracy Bussey, would have all of this limelight. Never in a million years.
Since starting to pay it forward in November, the restaurant has raised over $3,000.
And I can't believe all the support that we've gotten.
Sean Ritter is no stranger to the restaurant. He says what Farmers Home is doing for the community is incredible.
Nowadays, it's hard. It's hard to make ends meet, and sometimes people gotta skimp on certain things and not have a full belly. And this is something that definitely helps bring back to the community.
Now with the new spark at the restaurant, Tracy wants people to know that they'll always be there.
Well, my slogan is "You're never alone at Farmers Home." So if you come in, we're gonna treat you like family. Everybody is welcome.
Once again, my name is Lily, and I just brought to you news you need to know. Have a nice day, everyone.